What's going on, guys? Boy, I've been busy as hell the past few weeks, working a lot, buying stuff, drawing these schematics. I had a lot of major discoveries. Had one setback, but it's not that big of a deal. It's more of a nuisance. So I'll go over the circuit again. Everything's wrapped in the same direction. 3-turn primary of 8-gauge wire. L2 coil is 4 inches long, wrapped on a 1-inch diameter PVC pipe. 4-inch long coil on a 1-inch diameter PVC pipe. The L3, the ringer coil, is 1 inch long, and it's wrapped on a PVC end cap. So you got the 2SA 1943 transistor. You have the 1N4148 diodes, and your resistor will either be 54K, 55, or 56. You might have to mess with those 3 values to get it to turn on and activate, and that's when the magic happens. And yeah, it's really that simple. The L2 and L3 are 32-gauge wire. The L1 is 8-gauge wire. And people wanted to know the diode array that I came up with, which is right here. And it has to be 1N4148 diodes that give you the best results. And you could keep extending that, so it's like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's basically all it is. And it can run your little LED bulb. And I'll show you an example. So we have the transmitter in the center. Everything else is a receiver. And this little thing is lit. So, as you can see, it's literally up, down. Come on, focus. It literally goes up, down, up, down. And as you can see, this little guy is just lit up. And the best way to hold it is by the LED light without touching any connections. As you can see, this little thing is lit. An incredible range too. It's so simple and elegant. And when these light up, they don't put draw on the transmitter at all. Like the input side of things doesn't draw more power. We're drawing less than 30 watts. As you see, I shut it off. We'll go to 0 watts. Everything shuts off. This is out. I turn everything back on. Boom, everything's back on. Consuming less than 30 watts. I notice when it's on for a while, it will consume less power. It's almost like it's conditioning the space or something, I'm not sure. Little wireless plug. That is bright. And then this coil is literally receiving the power from the transmitter. And I have 2 ground connections. This literally just connects to the metal of the desk. That's one ground connection. And look how bright that is. And the other ground connection goes to a plug. Like, look at that. Not grounded. Grounded. And that's this plug that goes to my earth ground. literally just earth ground. Like, you can touch it, it's just earth ground. And look at that. It's giving out about 30 milliamps at 100 volts. And when I shut the transmitter off, that'll go out. So, off. Now he's out. No, he's still lit. What the heck? Okay, that's really weird. How is that lit? That is weird. So it lights when I touch it, and it lights when I connect it to a metal object. And the metal on my desk is isolated from ground, so it's a separate isolated metal ground from earth ground. That is weird. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe because there's a difference in potential between real earth ground and my desk ground? That has to be what it is. That's really weird. That's interesting. Kind of getting off topic, but my friend helped me upgrade my computer too. He gave me some extra RAM, and look at that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been going at it pretty hard. Got all these DC voltage boosters, DC to DC, and they suck. I can't use them. You can't put them in series with each other. They're shit. I have to order a different one. I'll turn this back on. I wonder if we can light this one. Ah, no way. That is lit. What the fuck is going on? We're just both lit. There we go. And that little one's lit too. And again, desk earth ground. Regular earth ground. Whoops, I just dropped some stuff. How is that still lit? Regular earth ground. Ah, that is still lit. So no earth. It goes out, and I'll connect the earth. Earth, no earth. Earth, no earth. And I added this diode, so coming off the earth, so I can only suck power from the earth because of the diode. Like literally, it can literally and sucking power out of the earth with a one-way diode. Boom. Yeah, here's the diode configuration again. 1N4148, up, down, and then the load. And you can even add a capacitor here too, a high voltage one. I'll show that in a minute. There's the schematic again. There's that diode chain wrapped around a coil, or just a frame. It's literally just a frame, and it sits on here. It's giving out about maybe 2 kV, 3 kV. Now check this out. I want to use a different wire. This one is cracked. Oh, I did have a different wire somewhere. I don't know where it went. Just have to tough it out, I guess. Notice when I do that, those barely dim. Very interesting. Now those get brighter when I short out the capacitor. I'll try and show this effect, but it can light an incandescent bulb too with high voltage. There it is. And this effect only occurs with the capacitors. And it has to be sparking, which is weird. When that happens, everything gets brighter. That's an incandescent bulb. Probably about a 5-watt incandescent. That is bright. Try this big bulb. This 50-watt LED. No, he ain't lighting today. I had him lit in other videos. Oh wait, he can't light with the capacitor, that's why. Weird. Incandescents run with the caps, but not the bright LED. Huh, it's not lighting at all. Hope I didn't blow it out. May have blown the bulb. That or this could be detuning it. I think I blew the bulb. Huh. Oh well. This is my favorite bulb. As if I do this. Wireless power. Just from diodes. I think this is my discovery, my invention. We got this little cool thing. Wireless on top of all the wireless. Get you in range. Boom. Boom. I don't know where that little LED plug thing went. These are still lit. Ouch. A little bit of a shock. Safe to say I pretty much have wireless power in my entire room from something so tiny. Oh yeah, he's lit. Just having a coil near an active coil makes more things light up. Check the range out on this one. That's lit. Pretty big tube. Consuming 0.7 watts, 0.7. Still lit up. Notice when I move my hand up and down the coil, it will get bright, really bright or dim. Interesting. But yeah, I'm talking quiet because my roommates are asleep. also had the voltage so high at one point, it was electrically discharging into the PVC pipe. I had it running off 100 volts DC, but the little buck converter blew out. I have to order a better one. This bulb is glowing red hot wirelessly. Not sure if you can see that. Incandescent is glowing red hot wirelessly. More plasma effects. Notice how when I ground it, it gets brighter. This is gonna fall, I'm gonna lay it down. I tried out a different top load, but it wasn't tuned enough, I had to remove it. Anyway. More to come soon, and as I said, I shut all this off. That goes off too. Turn it back on. Boom, everything comes on. Consuming less than 30 watts. There's nothing under my desk. I've shown that in other videos. Power everything off and give you guys a good look at it. That bulb is hot. Negative connection went kind of in the middle of the diodes. Positive went to the primary. Big heat sink, 3" by 2". Just black aluminum metal heat sink with screw holes. And the transmitter is warm. Heatsink's warm too. This is where the secondary L2 connects to L3, the ringer coil. As you can see, the base of the transistor connects to the bottom of L2, and it also connects through the resistor to the bottom of L1. Collector is easy, it just connects to the top of L1. I probably should put a little potentiometer in the line here on the white wire for even finer tuning, but it's not really needed. Another look at the schematic. There's the diode arrangement again. And yeah, more to come.